Hi, my name is Bianca. I go by the name of Honeybee, and in this video I want to talk about the fact that narcissistic mothers destroy their daughters. So I'm speaking from an outside perspective because just give you a background story. My mom passed away when I was very young, when I was 4, and I have been taken care of by many different mothers. So in some retrospect, I had the blessing of having many mothers, even though God took my mother. And in this journey, I noticed that certain mothers, especially the mothers that weren't healed emotionally or didn't do the inner work spiritually and emotionally, what they would do to their own daughters is they would affect their daughters. They would speak negatively towards their daughters, and everything they hated about themselves, they would throw it onto their daughters. And during this observation, obviously, of not having my own personal mother, I noticed the self-loathing and the self-hate that these mothers would have to their own daughters, and how daughters would have the most excruciating internal trauma than the sons. There's this weird toxicity between mother and daughter that is hardly discussed. And usually mothers are more lenient to sons. They love sons, and they also have this intoxicating relationship with their sons, as if their sons are like the husband and the father and the king of their world. But the daughters are like a threat and a hatred towards the family, and they hate their own daughters to the point where they could do so much ill to their daughters. And I noticed that with the friends that I've made, how they turn out just exactly like their mother. They turn out bitchy because their mother was bitchy towards them. Therefore, they become bitchy towards other friends. And before you know it, it's this constant cycle, generational cycle of women being bitchy towards each other and supporting patriarchy. So in this video, it's a lot to just break down, but basically what I've noticed is, especially if you have a mother who has not been nice to you, these are the signs that you will notice that your mother is some kind of a narcissist. For instance, she will be able to always break your self-image, break your self-confidence. I remember living with a family member who was a mother as well, but she just loved the idea of, you know, highlighting and nitpicking on when I used to gain weight and when I didn't gain weight. And this was her favorite thing, of, haha, you've got love handles. She would always laugh at these small insinuating things. And as women, we are very sensitive about our bodies, but it seemed as if with a narcissistic mother, these were the things that she would use against her daughter, and laugh at her body image, make her even more hateful towards her own self. And I found this attitude really, really degrading, because as you grow up as a young daughter, you don't have the self-confidence anymore, because even your own mother is judging your body, judging how you dress, judging how you speak, telling you that you're dressing like a bitch, or you're dressing too, your boobs are popping out. You're never having this confidence, and you're never enough, basically. So that's what I notice. And the second thing that I notice is this obsession about food, how much you eat, if you're not eating, and this constant emotional instability around food, and using food as an element to degrade somebody, and I noticed, it was this very sensitive topic where, if you ate a lot, if you ate a lot as the daughter, you would be judged because you ate a lot. If you ate too little, you would be judged. Food and body image has been something that narcissistic mothers really do to destroy the self-image or the self-confidence of their daughters. And a lot of things also that are so subtle with a narcissistic mother is, you know, always nitpicking on your success, as if your success is not good enough. You could enroll to a new school, you could get the new job, you could get a boyfriend, and they will always nitpick and say something mean. You understand? They would say something so horrible to a point where you self-doubt the fact that you got enrolled or celebrated or something. They never celebrate your wins, and your wins as a daughter to these narcissistic mothers is like a threat to them. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because a lot of my friends, or the girlfriends that I've had, like girlfriends, is they have carried this inner critique that has been passed down from their mother, and their mothers also got it from their mothers, and it's been this constant bickering of pain. And as women, we are carrying so much generational torment emotionally, where we are hurting, because the narcissistic woman really is in support of toxicity within men. They really support that, and they endorse that, and they want their children, their daughters, to also go into toxic relationships. If you are in a healthy marriage, this triggers a narcissistic mother. If you are falling in love, it triggers a narcissistic mother. If you're just happy and independent yourself, it just triggers them. They want you to also be miserable like them emotionally. They want you to hate your body. They want you to hate who you are. And they get joy out of people's misery. So if you are in this situation and you're healing this narcissism with your mom, I really want to give my support to you, because, like I said, I may not have had my own mom, but I've had many moms, and some of the moms that I've had have tried their best so much to try bring me down emotionally, spiritually, confidently. And as you grow out of age as a daughter, you become a trigger and a threat to your own mother, which is so ironic, so sad, and so traumatic. So I'm just going to tell you that the best way is to know that you got to be confident with yourself. You got to cut cords with your own mother, and you got to heal, because if you don't heal what your mother has put you through, you will eventually become her, and you will do it to other women, and the cycle of torment and torture begins again. So it's very, very important, ladies, to heal the pain. Heal the pain of being bullied by your own mother, by your own mothers, or your own woman in the family, and heal it. Heal it. Know that your body is as beautiful as it is. Know that how much you eat is fine. You need to know how to regulate your own self and regulate your own emotions, and nobody can help you except you. So I hope this video really highlights small incidents of how narcissistic mothers destroy their daughters. It's very important that it's time we heal and discuss these topics, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.